Hello, everybody. Good morning. Just play our intro and we'll get started. Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. Just jumping on here to do some more free readings and paid readings. If you'd like to leave a donation, I will give a 3-card reading. To anybody who leaves a donation, you will be on the top of the list. Other than that, we'll be doing some free readings. If you can't afford it, I get it. If you can't afford to leave a tip. But if you can't afford to leave a tip, at least please leave a review for me or share this. Go follow and like my page. You know, there's other things you can do to support if you'd like to support. So I don't want anybody feeling bad for not being able to leave a tip or donation. That's okay. But for those who do, thank you very much. And those who can, thank you. I appreciate it. It's what allows me to keep this going. So how's everybody doing? Hello, Nola. Hello, Katana. Rose, it's been a while. Rose, how you doing? Rainy day. Yeah, it's pretty windy here. The skies are getting gray. Good morning, Sarah. Virginia, huh? Yeah, it was nice this morning, but it's gotten really windy, so I don't know, it might storm. It's a nice 72 degrees, though. That's a big change from 98. Thank God that's over. Hopefully. All right, so we're going to do some free readings for now. And if somebody needs a donation, you will go to the top of the list. And we'll just go in order there the donations or tips are received. So, yeah, let me get in. Hello, Deanna, Renfro, Debbie. Thank you all for being here. Hello, Marie. Marie asks, can I have a reading? It's been a bad month. Will it get better? Well, we know it'll get better, but let's see if we can get a little more detail or directions. So, Marie, we're going to pull one for you. Hello, Gail. All right, you got prayer. So it really depends. Let me put it over here. There we go. Right hand. Prayer card is about really seeking wisdom or integrating with your higher self. It can be literally about prayer, but a lot of it is, what do you want? Ask for it and manifest it. Make it happen. You have to have a good direction of what you want in life and then go for it. I feel like it's time to start creating some goals for yourself. Of course, it's going to get better. Of course, it's going to. I mean, last month was kind of tough. A lot of energy, a lot of that emotional energy going on, but I feel like you're coming out of that. So really just look, really ask the universe for what you want What's going to make you happy? What do you think is going to make you happy? Sometimes we manifest things and they don't really make us happy. Or we get a different result, right? But just the fact that you can manifest anything, and you can, knowing that, really it's time to start writing some things down that you want out of life. Eye is itching. I'm allergic to something blowing around from the trees. All right. Let's see here. Karen Brewer. All right, Karen. Let's see, get this off of here. Karen Brewer, you got Drum Awaken. So that is about really waking things up, getting, like, really lifting that energy, but really doing your own thing, marching to your own beat, so to speak. Not allowing yourself to really close up or not express yourself because you feel like somebody else won't be okay with it. It's important that you continue to be your authentic self, and that's what this card's about. Authenticity and passion equals bliss, equals accomplishment, equals happiness, right? But it's important that we keep our authenticity and don't hide that from anybody. All right, Debbie. Debbie says she needs a new career, not sure what direction to go in. Okay, well, that's one. You really need that inspiration to come through before you really figure out what I know that's why you're asking for a card. It's funny you got the calling. So a lot of the calling card is really, a conch shell card is about a calling, receiving a calling of some kind for your purpose, right? So you're getting signs. I feel like a lot of this is things that you are already utilizing or you're already very skilled at, maybe just kind of shifting the perspective a little bit, that you find something different. But I feel like you'll still be utilizing skills that you're good at. You'll be learning new ones, but I feel like a lot of this is falling back on the things that you already know. So bringing your skills with you and waiting for those inspirations. There's going to be little signs here and there that will kind of lead you right down the right direction. You just need to be able to pay attention to these signs when they come up. They'll usually, when they're a sign, you'll notice. Like, it's not something you'll miss. It's just really when it happens, take heed of it, right? Don't just pass it off as just, oh, it's a coincidence, or, which a lot of people do, which I don't believe in coincidence. All right, so donation links are at the bottom here. If you just go to my link tree, which is linktr.ee/psychic shaman, will take you to most of the links, especially the e-commerce links. So if you'd like to leave a donation to my PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo, I think those are all in there. So, and we will be giving 3 card readings to those who do leave a tip or donation. If you'd like to schedule a reading with me, go to my website at psychicshaman333.com. You can check out all the sessions there. We offer healing. We offer like a chakra healing, chakra balance, and also mental healing. So a lot of it, mental and emotional healing, is what we're doing. I do. I have a team, so. But as far as any kind of like psychic reading or psychic medium reading, it basically goes on time. So the sessions are broken down into and priced as far as, I've got 20, 30, 45-minute, hour-long readings. Just depends on how much you need. Oh, thank you, Pam. is next? Karenberger says, thank you. You're welcome, Karen. I feel I am to hold the light and want to create a healing center. Nice. Going around, I'm creating a healing center as well. Self-sustainable land, property, retreat sanctuary, basically, where I'll be teaching a lot of what I do, and those in my family will be teaching other things, meditation. We'll even get into some creation or creating different things. All of it's really meant to kind of open us up to who we are and really let go of a lot of the baggage that we hold on to unnecessarily. Well, there you go. There's another sign, Karen. Pay attention. That's how spirit works too. As I was just, as I brought it up, and you're like, "Yeah, I'm going to start a healing center." There's a sign. That's as I would say it. That's what I picked up. Was that it was a sign. It was that synchronicity. All right. Let's see who's next. All right. Somebody did leave a tip, so I think it was Pam. She was going to leave one, so let me just make sure. Give her some love for giving me some love. Thank you, Pam, for the $15 donation. Do you have a specific question? Hey, what's up, Richard? Much love, brother. Personal life draw this time. Okay. Sounds good. 3 cards for Pam. The $15 tip. Thank you, Pam. I appreciate you. Appreciate all that are helping and supporting my channel and donating as well. And tipping. It's booking readings with me. Hope you're enjoying them. Pretty sure most of you enjoy them. Sometimes we hear what we don't want to hear, but that's how we fix it. All right, Pam. Here we go. First card, tree people, sustenance. So that is about really taking care of yourself, really taking care of your inner self. What are the emotions right now going on? Pay attention. Pay attention to those messages coming through. But really taking care of yourself. Like I feel like you need to take a little step back and take a break sometimes. So maybe take this weekend if you can, take a few hours to just relax. If it's nice outside, go dwell in nature. Go chill with the birds and the trees, and the flowers and the bees. Anyway, okay, so rest, relax, personal life. It feels like you need to take a step back from a situation, or as far as kind of personal connections, feel like you need to take a step back and let them kind of respond to your action that you've taken, if that makes any sense. You're breaking a cycle. This kind of reminds me of somebody else like the readings too, but I feel like you're in a similar situation. This is the medicine wheel. So this is about, continuance, or continuation, but it's also about, we can change the cycles as we go, because this is how life works. It works in big cycles, little cycles, short cycles, long cycles. And I feel like this cycle, as far as your personal life, I think a lot of it can be changed, or you're trying to kind of change it right now. Not trying, you are. I feel like you're really changing things up because you're tired of kind of the same old. So I feel like you've really kind of not put up a wall, but you've set a boundary that was necessary. And I think because of setting that boundary, you're gaining more freedom, and you're allowing others freedom that are around you. And this seems to be a very good path. Freedom is always a good path. Just be responsible with it, right? And what I mean by that is, within that freedom comes a lot of power. Just make sure we're making the right decisions to really wield that power. So just being smart about it. I feel like you are very respected, and people listen to you around you, and respect your opinion, but just make sure that you're coming from a measured perspective, or you're delivering from a measured perspective. Even if your opinion's kind of on the extreme, I think you'll get things across a lot better from a kind of a middle ground perspective. So if you're trying to get some points across, or trying to change your cycles that you're in, or some of these things that maybe seem to be repeating themselves, I feel like you're on the right path. That's going to seem to play out over this next week. I feel like a lot of that is you're going to have some chances to really shift up or change up a certain cycle in your life that you've wanted to change for a long time, but it just hasn't worked out. But I do feel like you're starting to make different decisions that are leading you in different directions, which in turn will lead to a change in that cycle. So that will not rerun again the same way it did before. Hopefully that makes sense. That was a pretty in-depth one. The messages that were coming through were like, okay, how do I mean, they were coming through fast, so you're very open. Hello, Lucy. Yeah, the Cash App is Psychic Shaman 333. If you go to my link tree right here, I'll put it up on the screen. See my link tree right there on the screen? The linktr.ee/Psychic Shaman 333. That will take you to all the links that you're looking for. Oh, you too. Thank you, Pam. I'm glad that it resonated with you, because it was confusing me there for a minute. Sometimes interpreting messages, I feel like they were coming through really fast. You have an amazing week as well, though. Thank you for your donation again, Pam. Much love to you. Oh, my God. Somebody else donated. Catherine Perez with $5.55. Thank you, Catherine. Oh, and Sarah Trigg. Thank you, Sarah. Love you, Sarah. Sarah Trigg left $11.11. Y'all feel that full moon? It's that power's already here. Hope y'all feeling it, because I'm feeling it. It feels good. It's going to be a good month, good moon cycle. All right. So we will go with, okay, Sarah was first. She was at 10:18. And then Catherine Perez, 10:23. So Sarah, what? Love you back. Oh, sorry, I was misreading that. Yeah, Sarah's always giving love here. And I appreciate it. All right. So Sarah, are we doing a general? What are we doing? Do you have a specific question? Okay, general. All right, Sarah. Oops. All right, Sarah, here they come. Okay, you got Shaman first. Sorry, I keep thinking the camera's over there. The Shaman is about completion. So very, very close to a milestone in your life, very close to really kind of coming into your own, or seeing, the Shaman is about really having that fullness, but also always wanting to seek knowledge, but having the powers and being very, very aware of the power that you wield, right? And that is flowing through the ethers. really, I feel like there's something, either just or you just finished something, or you need to still finish something. It seems to be like usually a small detail or something. Just be aware you may be missing something. Okay. In your thinking, don't try to skip steps. Make sure you go through a checklist, whatever you're doing, and really go through everything. Okay. I feel like you kind of do what I do. Like, you're very, you get a lot of inspiration. I feel like you get a lot of energy, a lot of messages, but sometimes we forget the small details, and those can kind of come back to bite us. And that's what the Trickster's about. The Trickster's not a bad card, but it is, if you're skipping steps or you're trying to jump ahead too fast, it will come. The Trickster will come into play and kind of show you that you need to kind of go back and start over or finish the steps you skipped. Okay, it's like being in class, in those tests we used to have when we were kids. We're filling out the circles, right? The bubbles, A, B, or C, and just like skipping through the middle of it, and then saying, "Okay, I'm done," right? Or just skipping a few. In your case, it's just little things. Like, just don't leave something. I feel like attention needs to be paid on some smaller things that really will turn into bigger things. They matter. So, and then this is expression. So, really expressing yourself, really being able to. This might have to do with, like, maybe not speaking up about something that you should be speaking up about, or when you're having a conversation about, a more intimate conversation with someone. Really speaking your full truth, not holding back on some things. You still do it delightfully. You're very graceful with the way you speak. I feel like it's just some things need to be spoken to get the desired result you're looking for. Does that make sense? Hey, what's up, Christy? What up, Kiana? Oh, thank you, Margarita. Let me see. I think we got Katherine next, and then where is Katherine Perez? And then, yes, thank you. I do see your donation for $5. Thank you very much for your $5 donation. You'll be right after Katherine. So it's Katherine Perez first. Where are you at, Katherine, with that $5.55 tip? Thank you very much. Where is Katherine? You're welcome, Sarah. Thank you. Business and tasks. Okay. So, like, those uncomfortable places in business, whether it's business contracts or asking somebody for a business contract or to fill one out or to sign one, excuse me, I feel like you need to just be upfront, like, with everything you do. So paperwork needs to be very clear. Don't miss a detail. There she is. Okay. All right, Katherine, we'll do a general for you. All right, general, what does Katherine need to know? Oh, this is exciting. Okay, so your first card is the journey, imagination. I feel like you've already kind of found a place or found a direction you want to go. Now it's just time to really, start manifesting that. So making it come to life. So that path, or that path you've chosen, maybe shifted a little bit of a different direction. I feel like now it's time to just walk it. So not being stagnant with this kind of new, renewed energy you're getting, right? The birth card is next. That's renewal. So I feel like you've got a kind of a fresh start here. With a lot of things with interpersonal connections, any kind of relationship, career. I feel like you have like this somewhat of a blank slate to restart. And I think you're being given opportunities as you walk this path. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid that it's unknown right now. I think what's important is that you create along the way. You're going to create your future. You have that opportunity right now. So allow yourself to see things like that from that child's perspective, in awe, in amazement. Be excited, right? What moves you? What are you passionate about? And I feel like you do have somewhat of an idea where you want to go with things, but you have to, once you figure out what exact direction you want to go here, and this feels creative. It feels like I said, you're creating a lot along your way. Like you're creating things ahead of you. You're planning better. You're actually putting out a lot of, I feel like you're an artist, or I feel like you've got a lot of these artistic type inspirations going on in you and swirling. You need to let some of these out. And sea creatures, this is the immersion card. This is about really fully immersing yourself into things, into whatever you love, whatever you're wanting to do right now. So really as I look at your cards, it's really about just following your path and following it passionately. No fear. Don't fear the unknown. Create where there is unknown. Thank you very much. Thank you, Kiana, for sharing. Oh, and let me see. Tomorrow is our full moon event. So I'm going to try to do this once a month, or right around once a month, where we do a paid event, and it's about an hour and a half. Tomorrow we're going to be having Corrado Raeli. He's also a medicine man from Canada. Awesome individual, awesome person. He does a lot of he's a shaman, and he does a lot of the guided meditations and medicinal meditations, or sacred medicine. No one is supposed to call it medicine, but anyway, we're going to be talking about how he does things, and hopefully you can pick some things up, those out there that are more interested in really getting more into their own spirituality and their own gifts and utilizing these sacred medicines. That's what this is here for. It's here so we can learn, so we can all learn from each other. And so I'm going to be bringing on different guests each full moon. We'll see how that works. I hope you all like it. If you'd like to sign up for that, just go to my page. It's on the pinned comment. So it's the first comment on this page. And it's only $5.55. And Norma's going to be doing a full moon meditation and ritual. And we're going to be talking about some of the medicines we use. We'll be talking about a little bit about the medicine that I'm going to be using and creating. And yeah, it should be a lot of fun. So tomorrow at 7:30 Mountain Daylight Time. And you have until the show starts to buy a ticket. So get your tickets now. The event is tomorrow. So hope to see you all there. All right. So Lucy left a tip as well. I think we're on. Let's see where we at here. Margarita's next, I believe. So yes, and somebody else left a tip. That was so Margarita next, and then Lucy Valet or Val. What's a finance reading? All right. So Margarita, just a general. Okay. Sounds good. What does Margarita need to know generally? Okay, so whatever this is, I feel like you're very intuitive as well. I think your first card is the soul retrieval. So this is about really rediscovering parts of yourself, rediscovering your soul. This is in the past position, so I feel like this is something you have already done. This seems to be, you've hit like this spot in your life where, I don't know, just things seem to make a lot more sense or make less sense, right? You're just more open and more aware of things. And that's because you have retrieved that soul. You have reconnected or reintegrated with who you truly are, right? We're just human avatars. This is a human avatar I'm in and you're in, right? That's just a tiny, tiny tip of the iceberg as far as who we truly are. So as you know that, as you've kind of moved in that direction, I feel like you are a lot more open to things. You're a lot more open to the light and to the dark. Being that way, it can get a little bit freaky. I know, as we get enlightened. Enlightenment isn't always about, it's not about joy. It's about learning. It's about wisdom. And this next card is the East card. This is the Emergence card. So this is that morning, right? This is like the sun rising again. Your sun is rising again. You're finally like looking at things in a much more joyful way, but you're not being naive. So I feel like just keep those wits about you. I think you're really opening up to a lot of, they're not exactly new, but they'll feel new. And I feel like you've done this in a few lifetimes. I feel like you've kind of woken up and you wake up and you finally start to utilize your gifts. You're kind of a late bloomer, but you got bones for casting. So this card's usually talking about your abilities and utilizing, like I'm using the Oracle cards right now. This is a tool for divination. So that's what this card is about. It's about divining. It's about looking, and if you have a question about something on your path, on your journey, ask the universe. If you need to use certain tools, some people use bones, some people use runes, some people use a crystal ball, some people use all of them, right? And I think that's, if you're having a question about something, or you ever have a question, utilize the tools for divination. Utilize yourself. You can be a tool for divination. You don't need anything, right? But your inner wisdom. So trusting yourself, most of all, trusting yourself and trusting the future is going to turn out in a good way. And being able to see if there's any troubles coming up ahead, right? Planning for that. Planning for, having a contingency plan. All right. Hello, Melissa. How are you? It's good to see you. All right. Nikki Richardson left a $5 donation. Thank you, Nikki. Do you have a question? Oh, wait. We are on Lucy Val, right? Yeah, Lucy Val first, and then Nikki. You're very welcome, Margarita. Thank you. All right, Lucy, where are you? And if you have a question before I start the reading, just leave it in comments. And Nikki wants a general as well. Okay, there she is. All right, this is for Lucy. Okay, so first card is Medicine Shield. What I see with the Medicine Shield is, I keep wanting to look, I usually have the camera over here. All right, so with the Medicine Shield, this is about protecting yourself. This is about not allowing, whether it be you being your own worst enemy or somebody close to you, like, or those close to you, some close to you, friends, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, somebody close to you or some others close to you that are kind of holding you back from what you want to do, or you feeling like that. We just had I just did a reading just a little bit earlier. I think the first one I did was about like really opening up, protecting yourself from a lot of that negativity that's just unnecessary. I mean, there's a difference between constructive criticism and just downright just being nasty, because I feel like you have people that are kind of jealous of your growth. When you move forward, when you're moving up, people get jealous. It's a natural thing, but don't allow the haters to really stop you from doing what you want to do. And that's what the medicine shield's about. It's about protecting yourself from those psychic forces. Words or things said to somebody is a spell, right? So if people are saying kind of nasty or making you feel bad for who you are, I feel like you are really kind of getting ready to break out, and you're really going to start living your life the way you want to. You have some, so if you don't think you have support to change and to make things different for yourself and really fulfill some of the things you want to do, and really fulfill as far as growth within yourself, know that you do have that support when you need it. So you're not going to be alone in this. All right. I hope that makes some sense. And then fire, passion. So this is all to get you, like, break you free, break you loose, and you're able to really just do what the things that drive you, the fire with inside you. What lights that fire? What keeps that fire ignited? What passions do you have? Live them passionately, right? With full vigor, 100%. Don't be afraid of that. I feel like you're in this place where you're kind of stepping into a new, or stepping back into yourself, kind of finding your own identity a little bit. And anybody that tries to take that away from you, I feel like you need, let them be upset about it, but you still need to do what you need to do for yourself. Thank you, Lucy. See? So just keep doing your thing. They're going to say things. I know. That's the way it works. Not in every family, but they're, if they're not family, there's something. You've seen those spirit animals lately? Nice. Thank you, Lucy. But yeah, it's really about just living your life and not worrying about what other people are going to say about it. Like I feel like you're trying to really, once you find that passion, I think you already know what it is. But once you really start living in it and living for who you are and not feeling sorry for that, right? Being happy that you are who you are, being grateful for that. As you kind of live more of that life, you are going to get haters, but that's okay. Like, let them live their life. They really, what they're saying, if it's, like I said, if it's just mean and nasty, it's not worth listening to. All right, Nikki is next. She wanted a general reading. Thank you, Lucy. Good. That's good, Lucy. Gratitude is the key. I appreciate you, Lucy. I still got those bells. I feel like you're getting through a lot of things. You are making some things happen, though it's kind of quiet. I feel like you've really put yourself 100%. Like, I'm gonna die on this hill. Like, it's a good fight, right? It's worth it. You have fully immersed yourself on this path, and you are doing it. Don't become rigid. But I do feel like it is something. You are on the right path. You are doing what you're following your heart. You're following your mind and where you feel like you need to be. And if that pisses some people off, like we were just saying with Lucy, oh well. I feel like it's actually changing things for the better. Just haven't seen the change as much yet. You might see a few little glimmers of hope right now. The lodge is about listening, right? Taking that counsel, being able to, you need to speak up with what your truth is, but also listening to others truth, not, like I said, not living so rigidly. Don't let yourself get into this place of like rigidity where you're not able to adapt, right? Usually pride does that. So we want to stay away from that. Pride, period. We want to stay away from that prideful feeling. That is ego. It's overinflated ego, and it's never healthy. Okay. And then the bells. You keep getting this card. Every time I pull cards for you, you keep getting that deflection card. So you're going to continue to have to deflect some of these bad behaviors that are being thrown at you or you feel like are. just like I said, just don't get to this place where you're like judging or being too judgy, including on yourself. So it's really just deflecting a lot. Raise that energy in the household today, right? Lift up that energy. I feel like there's been some heaviness this last month. Somebody was saying earlier, this month's been tough. Yeah, it's true. It has been tough, and I feel like right now is the perfect time to really raise up that energy. We get full moon coming, right? So good time to really set our intentions, but seal up some of the intentions we set a month ago, last moon cycle, whatever, in the past. But I feel like you're kind of going through this battle where it was more career. Now it seems to be more emotional or more like with interpersonal connections. So stand your ground, but don't become too rigid. Joe's Mystics. Did I make the right choice by leaving my ex? Yeah, I feel like you did. I feel like I haven't seen the last of them yet. Like I feel like you haven't seen the last of them yet, but I do feel like it was a good idea. You saw the road it was going, and you didn't want to go down that road, so you stepped away from it. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. That's the best thing that you can do. No harm, no foul. Just you're learning. You're utilizing your wisdom and not letting your heart overtake everything. Because we make emotional decisions or decisions off our emotions. It gets dicey there. We tend to not make logical decisions, but I think in this case you did make a logical decision over. It was kind of heart and mind centered, so both of them working, but you felt like it would be better for both of you, and I think you don't look at it as a mistake. Thank you. Well, thank you as always for leaving those tips. You always leave a tip, so thank you, Nikki. Had a lot of readings today, so I felt like a smudge again. All right, so if you'd like to leave a donation for a 3-card reading or tip, just go to my link tree. It's right here at the bottom. Let's see if I can find where Norm is. I'll put it up on the screen and go for a little while longer here. Did you leave one on here, or is it way up? Oh, there we go. Yeah, see, Joe, you know exactly what's going on. You're really in tune with it. Your heart used to overshadow, and you really felt like maybe we would be better as friends. Then he decided to try to break in my window to get back in my home when I told him to leave. Yeah, I mean, that you got to call the cops on that. I mean, that's. I mean, you don't have to call the cops on him, but you do need to set your boundaries. But I don't think you made a mistake by your decision. So yeah, there it is. Yeah, there's my link tree. It's got all the links that you need if you want to leave a tip or donation. That will be for a 3-card reading. We'll leave people just a little more time, and if we'll just do a couple of free readings here. Lenny Lucas, first timer. Are you still here, Lenny? If you're still here, I will pull a card for you. If you guys like what you're seeing and you would like a full reading, oh, there she is, or he or she. I think it's a woman, but yeah, just go to my website, psychicshaman333.com, and you can schedule something. I'm pretty available this afternoon, and I should be available. Yeah, I'm available all day tomorrow, but until I have she figured the way you spelled it. Up until about 6:30, I'll be available tomorrow, and all week. You can book something out, and everything's right there on my website. It'll take you right to from Sydney. Okay. Awesome. All right, Lenny. Well, let's see what's up. You're welcome, Joe. So as far as the question you asked, when you're going to meet somebody, I feel like you got sacred sight. So a lot of this is more about healing. So you didn't really ask a time, and that's what I'm not getting a time. I'm kind of giving a smart ass answer. Like, yes, you're going to meet somebody, but right now it's important to focus on yourself. It's important to focus on your healing. I don't know if you just got out of a relationship, or just don't just jump into a relationship because you're lonely. So give yourself some time to really figure out what you want in a lover, in a relationship. And I really feel like you want to not just settle. Because if you just settle because you're lonely, you're going to end up in another not so good relationship. Or one that maybe, seems really good at first, but then it just kind of fizzles out. Break that cycle. Rochelle Steiner. Well, Debbie, you can do what I do. You just have to work on it. You just have to utilize it. Just keep practicing. Nothing's stopping you but you. All right, Rochelle Steiner. Your message for the day, Rochelle. Passion. So this is about really finding that passion again. Not like, see her? Look at the look on her face. That's confidence, right? And she's confident because she's passionate in what she does. That breeds confidence. So living your life not as just doing nothing, but living your life, actually going after a goal. Like, I feel like you're happiest when you have something going, or 2 or 3 things going at the same time. Doesn't matter. If you're putting your passion into it, it's not the wrong decision. It's, even if it doesn't, if it's something you do temporarily and then you're like, okay, I'm kind of bored. What are you feeling passionate about right now? Think about right now. I feel like just putting more of that fire into your life is important. All right, y'all. Well, thank you very much. If you guys want to check out or get a ticket to the show tomorrow, Sacred Shamanic Medicine, please go to my page. It's the pin post. You can go right in there. You can get a ticket in there, but tickets are on sale until the event. So you have about a little bit more than 24 hours, 30 hours to get your tickets for this event. So hope to see you all there. Thank you all for donating. Thank you all for sharing. I hope you're all well. Hope you all have a great weekend, and I will see you soon. Much love to all of you.